Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. This time I'll be playing Half-Life 2. I guess it didn't give me the difficulty, but I will be playing on the hardest one, just because I enjoy the challenge.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until... well, let's just say your hour has come again. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
Let me just check difficulty. Right, it's in hard. Everything's okay.
This is my third transfer this year. I didn't see you get on.
I really like this introduction to Half-Life 2. It sets the atmosphere of City 17 really good, with the green
No matter how many
speeches
times I've been relocated,
and
I get used to it.
brutal metropolis and whatever. I think in terms of atmosphere, it's even better than the first Half-Life train
Never
ride
mind.
was.
Welcome to City 17. You have chosen or been chosen to relocate to one of our finest remaining urban centers. I thought so much of City 17 that I elected to establish my administration here.
You can actually
in the citadel
see
so
a
thoughtfully
Vortigaunt over
provided
here,
by our
and what's cool is that
I've been proud
he
to
has
call
those
City 17
restraints
my
back
home.
from the first game,
And so,
when they were
whether you are
slaves
here
of
to
the
stay or
whatever
passing
what was his
through on
name,
your
the
way to parts unknown,
alien overlord of Zen,
City
Nihil-Attack,
17.
Nihil-Attack,
It's safer.
Nihil-Attack, whatever his name was. Yeah, they had these restraints on them, and like this one has them because he's enslaved again by the Combine, but the others you meet in the game don't have them because they freed themselves.
But this stuff, it's all I have left. All right, I'm moving. Jeez.
Are you the only ones on that train?
Welcome to City 17. You have
Overwatch
chosen
stopped our
or
train in the
been
woods
chosen
and
to
took my
relocate
husband
to
for
one of our
questioning.
finest remaining
They said he'd
urban
be on the
centers.
next train.
I thought
I'm
so
not
much of
sure when
City
that was.
17 that
They're
I
being
elected
nice
to
though,
establish
letting me wait
my
for him.
administration here in the citadel so thoughtfully provided by our benefactors.
Now, a cool detail is that you can actually see that bottled water is like a commodity in the world of the game, because it's Dr. Green's private reserve of... It's not a soft drink or anything, it's just water, which sort of lets you know that the situation on Earth isn't really that great, and you see it later with the dried oceans and whatever.
Don't drink the water. They put something in it to make you forget. I don't even remember how I got here.
Yeah, and apparently the water is dragged anyway. Here you can see the arrivals and the departures to the different numbered cities of the world.
And the ones that do arrive, they never leave. You never see them go. They're always full. No one ever gets on, but they're always departing, but they never arrive. And the ones that do arrive, they never leave.
My administration here.
I see they took your suitcase too. They can't get away with this much longer.
Our benefactors. I've been proud to call City 17
I'm working up the
my
nerve to go
home.
on.
And so, whether you are here to stay or passing through on your way
Dr.
to
Breen again? I was hoping I'd seen the last of him in City 14. I wouldn't say that too loud. This is his base of operations.
Okay, nothing to say.
Where are you taking me?
Welcome. Welcome to City 17. You have chosen or been chosen to relocate to one of our
I can see a guy being questioned here.
This must be a mistake. I got a standard relocation coupon just like everybody else.
Man, all the memories are flooding me now with the first time I played this game. All the years ago. What year was it released? Like 2004 or something like that? That would be pretty much 15 years by this point.
I'm gonna need me some privacy for this.
About that beer I owed you. It's me, Gordon, Barney from Black Mesa. Sorry for the scare. I had to put on a show for the cameras. I've been working undercover with civil protection. I can't take too long or they'll get suspicious. I'm way behind on my beating quota.
Yes, Barney, what is it? I'm in the middle of a critical test.
Sorry, Doc, but look who's here.
Great Scott! Gordon Freeman!
I wonder.
Warning.
Yeah, you and me both, Doc. He was about to board the express to Nova Prospect.
Well, Barney, what do you intend?
I'm thinking.
Alex is around here somewhere. She would have a better idea how to get him here.
Well, as long as he stays away from checkpoints, we should be okay. Listen, I gotta go, Doc. We're taking enough chances as it is.
Very well. And, Gordon, good to see you.
Okay, Gordon. You're gonna have to make your own way to Dr. Kleiner's lab. Oh, man, that's what I was afraid of. Get in here, Gordon, before you blow my cover. Pile up some stuff to get through that window and keep going till you're in the plaza. I'll meet up with you later.
Yeah, I remember being really impressed by the physics system the first time I played, and I suppose most people were. It was actually one of the selling points of the, well, maybe not a selling point, but one of the highlights of the game. A beer, I'm not sure what I wanted to say. A beer brand beer. That's yeah, you can even break the glass bottles and whatnot. Although I think this particular crate that broke under your weight is the only one that does it. It's like scripted to do it, to make it even more impressive for the first time you play the game.
Let me read Dear Dr. Green, why has the Commonwealth seen fit to suppress the allegations? Sincerely, a concerned
Now,
citizen.
those talks of Dr. Breen throughout the game,
Your question touches on one of the basic
I wonder if I thought he had enough. Are actually worth listening
I also detect some
worth listening to because they're pretty interesting. For example, this one details how the Combine has suppressed the human ability to procreate and to basically destroy the species by way of slowly dying out. But Breen over here is trying to, impress the common man with some pseudo-scientific explanation for all of that. It's quite interesting. I really like the background details like that in game. There are like posters as well, small graffiti, and there is a lot of stuff like that in Half-Life. For example, I didn't show the. There's like a ration machine that gives food rations to people, but you can't get any, probably because you're not recognized as a citizen.
I'd like to help you, but it's out of the question. New in town, aren't you? Word to the wise? Keep it to yourself. If I talk to you out here, we'll both be in trouble.
Yeah, you can see that you're not recognized also by trying to approach one of the district gates.
And started at the shadows
Because,
on the cavern's
as you will see in a moment, they raise their arms and then are recognized by the security system, probably via some kind of a... and they didn't even do that. But maybe I remembered it wrong. You see, maybe that guy didn't do that because he had the package with him. Yeah, they raised their arms, so I suppose it's some kind of a chip or something subdermally implanted, but you can't actually enter because, yeah, you are not recognized, and there are the various precincts. Now over here you can see the symbol of the resistance, the lambda symbol from the... which I guess signifies the lambda team from the first game that tried to avert the whole resonance cascade.
Tooth and nail, beginning with the basest of human urges, the urge to reproduce. We should thank our benefactors for giving us respite from this overpowering force. They have thrown a switch and exorcised our demons in a single stroke. They have given us the strength we never could have summoned.
You can see some guys apprehended in there. But you can't really enter the building. Here was the first glimpse of a strider. As you can see, this didn't break upon impact, which leads me to believe that the first crate was actually scripted to break. Unfortunately, there isn't much you can do without any weapons.
This is how it always starts. First the building, then the whole block. They have no reason to come to our place. Don't worry, they'll find one.
Yeah, here you can find a deserted playground, which sort of hammers home the earlier message about there not being any children in the game, which I guess was as much like it was probably also a technical limit, maybe not a limitation, but they just wanted to save on assets and whatever, so they didn't have to make any children because they wouldn't be that useful from the gameplay perspective, and it would probably also be potentially difficult with the ASRB and whatever, if you could, for example, kill children, or if children did die in the game. So I guess they got the whole explanation about the suppression field, which sort of facilitated the lack of children in the game, but it all sort of ties in together nicely, and it didn't bother me because it really seems like a great idea, actually, if you want to conquer Earth. If the Combine does have the ability to disable human reproduction, then why not? It's a great idea, pretty much. I mean, for the conquerors, not so much for the humans. You can see I'm breaking in here. I'm beating some guy to death.
Was that you knocking? I didn't even know we still had a door. Oh, I thought you were a cop.
He's one of us.
Come down there.
I told you they'd be coming for us next.
Just this once, I hope you're wrong.
Rather than try to answer every
take it anymore.
It's gonna be okay.
What are we going to do?
We'll think of something.
This simple fact has far-reaching implications.
You can actually
When is it all going to
unplug the
end?
TVs,
Please.
which breaks them. Although, which is kind of rude, I guess, but also if they only had one channel with Breen talking all day, every day, I don't think they will miss him that much, so.
Attention, residents. Miscount detected in your block. Cooperation with your civil protection team.
In here!
Permit full
Head for the
rise
roof.
to the wall.
There's no time to lose!
The various citizens are actually... I wonder if I can die over here. But I'd rather not try because I didn't save, so that would be a giant waste of time.
Get in here, quick! Keep moving! Head for the roof!
And while I'm talking about saving, let me do just that, just in case of a crash or something. Although I hope the game will not crash as the Black Mesa remake did, because that one was a mod and this is the actual game which I legally own on Steam. So I would, and Steam is like Valve's platform to begin with. So I would think if any game was supposed to run well, it should be this one. I remember in the past I always tried to stack up some items down here to create an escape route for when the Metropolis break in on the lower level, because you can't escape because you're needed to basically be beaten by them to proceed via a cutscene. But I remember I always tried to thwart them in one way or another, just to see what happened. What would happen if I somehow managed to avoid them. But I don't think you can, and even if I could, it would probably just break the game. Yeah, I can't.
Over here! Ha! No, you don't!
And it's actually curious to think that Alex has killed them all without even firing a single shot.
Dr. Freeman, I presume.
Attention, please.
We better hurry.
Person of interest.
The Combine can be slow to wake, but once they're up, you don't want to get in their way.
Locals protected.
It's kind of ridiculous if you think about it. Especially
Dr.
if
Kleiner
any of
said you'd be
them
coming this way.
were armed with
I don't think it
firearms.
occurred to him that you might not have a map.
I don't think I can open this door.
I'm Alex Vance. My father worked with you back in Black Mesa. I'm sure you don't remember me, though. And a few words, aren't you? Remember him from Black Mesa? Your old administrator. Don't get my dad started on Dr. Breen. Through here. Funny, you showing up on this day in particular. We've been helping people escape the city.
I wonder
on
if that
foot.
was really necessary. Like, if she couldn't take those 3 steps to go over here. It looks almost like it was an
Today, we're
excuse
finally on the
for
verge of
Valve
having a
to
better way.
show off a vaulting animation.
Here, let me buy you a drink. Oh, and by the way, nice to finally meet you.
There are a couple of cool things in this laboratory over here.
Blast that little... Where did she get to? Lamar, come out of there!
Uh-oh, everything all right, Dr. Kleiner?
Oh, hello, Alex. Well, almost all right. Lamar has gotten out of her crate again. If I didn't know better, I'd suspect Barney of trapping and... My goodness. Gordon Freeman. It really is you, isn't it?
I found him wandering around outside. Bit of a troublemaker, isn't he?
We owe a great deal to Dr. Freeman, even if trouble does tend to follow in his wake. I must say, Gordon, you come at a very opportune time. Alex has just installed the final piece for our resurrected teleport.
I can't take any credit for the breakthrough, Doctor.
Nonsense. Your talents surpass your loveliness.
Let's just see if this thing works, okay?
Well, is he here? There you are. Man, Gordon, you stirred up the hive. We can't keep him here long, Doc. It'll jeopardize everything we've worked for.
Don't worry, he's coming with me.
That's right, Barney. This is a red letter day. We'll inaugurate the new teleport with a double transmission.
You mean it's working? For real this time? Because I still have nightmares about that cat.
No, there's nothing to be nervous about.
What cat?
We've made major strides since then. Major strides.
What cat?
Doc, since he's not taking the streets, you might as well get him out of his civvies.
What? Oh dear, you're right. I almost forgot. Barney, I'll give you the honor.
I've got to get back on my shift, but okay. Here we go. Ah! Damn it, get it off me!
Lamar, there you
I
are.
thought you got rid of that pest.
Certainly not. Never fear, Gordon. She's debeaked and completely harmless. The worst she might do is attempt to couple with your head, fruitlessly.
Get that thing away from me!
Here, my pet. Hop up. No, not up there. No. Careful, Lamar. Those are quite fragile. Oh, fie. It'll be another week before I can coax her out of there.
Yeah, longer if we're lucky.
Barney, you're not an animal person.
First of all, there is this little teleporter over here,
Go ahead.
which is, I suppose, like a miniature prototype for the actual big teleporter. You can actually break it if you try to send something large enough. Let me...
Come on, Gordon. We don't have time to fool around. Get your suit on.
Yeah, it's pretty much... I think you can... maybe
Let's get a move on.
maybe it doesn't break. Anyway, there is this. There is also the first glimpse of the G-Man here on the camera, which is also interesting that he straightens his tie like that. Like he knows
Don't worry,
that you
I
see
won't
him,
look.
so he tries to look good for the occasion. There is also this photo over here of the people from Black Mesa. There is Gordon over here, I guess Eli Vance, and I guess this would be Kleiner,
Time to suit up.
and this would be Wallace Breen, the administrator, who is currently the the subordinate of the Combine and an overseer of Earth, pretty much. That's why his face is scrubbed off. There is
Gordon,
also
if you please, I'm eager to see if your old suit still fits.
some art by maybe Alex, Uncle Kleiner, and also there was something else, I think.
If Dr. Kleiner says you
Yeah, find more watermelons or Lamar, and let me get the suit first because it actually has a zoom option.
Gordon, I see your HEV suit still fits you like a glove. At least the glove parts do. I've made a few modifications, but I'll just acquaint you with the essentials. Now let's see. The Mark V hazardous environment suit has been redesigned for comfort and utility. Oh dear.
It's cool that
we don't have
you
time
can
for
actually read what he
At least get that suit
what
juiced
he
up, Gordon.
read out of
Good
that.
idea. There's a charger on the wall. I've modified your suit to draw power from Combine energy outlets, which are plentiful wherever they patrol.
Meanwhile, let's get this show on the road.
Something field must self-limit, I guess. Ask Eli regarding something. I'm not quite sure.
You coming?
What? Regarding... not sure what, but... Oh, and there is actually Eli and his wife as well.
Gordon, why don't you position yourself near the panel over there and wait for my word?
Isaac, are you there?
Yes, Eli. Bit of a holdup on this end. You'll never guess who found his way into our lab this morning.
That's not who I think it is it?
Indeed it is, and it's our intention to send him packing straight away in the company of your lovely daughter.
Are you ready for us, Dad?
We're all set on this end.
Then let's do it.
Let's see. The massless field flux should self-limit, and I've clamped the manifold parameters to CY base and LT orbifold, Hilbert inclusive. Conditions could hardly be more ideal.
That's what you said last time.
Hey, yeah, about that cat.
Initializing in 3, 2, 1. Oh, fiddlesticks. What now?
Doctor, the plug.
Dear me, you're right. Gordon, would you mind plugging us in?
It's right there, Gordon.
Excellent.
You gonna let Gordon throw the switch?
Gordon, go right ahead.
Another fateful switch in
Very good.
Gordon Freeman's
Final
career.
sequence. Commencing now.
I can't look.
Okay.
Well, did it work?
See for yourself.
Hey, Doc.
Thank goodness. My relief is almost palpable.
Fantastic work, Izzy.
Well, I can't take all the credit. Dr. Freeman proved an able assistant.
Let's go ahead and bring Gordon through now.
Right you are. Speak to you again in a few moments.
Good job, Gordon. Throwing that switch and all. I can see your MIT education really pays for itself.
All right, Barney. Your turn.
Gee, thanks.
Gordon, as soon as you're in position, we'll send you to Eli's.
I guess
Not a moment too soon.
even the characters themselves are sort of making fun of Gordon at this point. What with his
Initializing.
higher
In
education
3,
being reduced
2,
to
1.
hitting aliens
Barney,
with
if you'd be so kind.
crowbars and
Good luck out there, Gordon.
flipping
Yes,
switches.
indeed. We're ready to project you, Gordon. Bon voyage, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Final sequence. What the hell? What is it?
It's your head, the freaking head humper!
Lamar, Penny,
Look out! There he is! Is Lamar with him? Forget about that thing!
He's coming through, Dad.
What's going on?
I'm not sure.
Here you can see a liberated polygon without the strength.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you? How did you get in here?
Hey, he's back! I'm getting him out of there.
Ready to wade into the field, and we'll peel you apart. Just lost Gordon. What's going on?
I wish I knew. I'm encountering unexpected interference. Don't worry, Gordon.
There he is.
Oh, we're losing it again.
The man I saw. I'm all but certain it was Gordon Freeman.
Here is probably the only encounter with the ichthyosaur in the whole game, which is kind of wasted,
where is he?
I think, but
Behind you.
oh well.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
You must get out of here! Run! Get down out of sight. I'll come find you.
Maybe they had the model, but like it wasn't finished or something, or they didn't have anything to do with it, so they just wanted to use it for at least one cool scene or something. I remember there being a battery somewhere over here. Or maybe I was wrong. That probably wasn't. No matter.
Hey, Gordon!
I wonder if those are supposed to be scanners.
The Citadel's on full alert. I've never seen it lit up like that. Get out of City 17 as fast as you can, Gordon. Take the old canals, right? They'll get you to Eli's lab. It's a dangerous route, but there's a whole network of refugees, and they'll help you if they can. I'd come with you, but I gotta look after Dr. Kleiner. Oh, and before I forget, I think you dropped this back in Black Mesa. Good luck out there, buddy. You're gonna need it.
It's kind of dickish of Barney to just give you a crowbar instead of like a gun or something. You would think, as both a security guard and a current undercover member of Metropolis, I mean civil protection, he would have a gun or something. But no, he just gives you a crowbar because it's your quote-unquote signature weapon. Okay, I guess I can play a little bit longer in this episode. Finally, I can destroy those, and they sometimes drop batteries, from what I remember. I don't quite... Yeah, there isn't much I can do against them for now. As I don't have a ranged weapon. So he's just running for the time being.
Help me! Stop! We didn't do anything! They'll be looking for you now. You'd better run. There's nothing else you can do here.
Okay, but I can actually do something else here, which is using that first aid station to its full potential.
Get going!
Man, as I said, all the memories are flooding me now. The way I was impressed with this game when it first came out, and you know, the ragdolls, the facial animations, the physics, all of that. Like, this game seemed like top-notch stuff to me, and I guess it was, and still is to a point. It's really a great game when you think about it, in many different aspects. Okay, I vaguely remember. I need to wait.
Unidentified person of interest. Confirmed source. Definitely local protection.
That's how standing near heavy explosives ends. Yeah, the lambda symbol is actually like, it always signifies some kind of a hidden cache or you know, some hidden items. So it's good to keep an eye out for it. I think here there should be.
Unidentified person of interest. First, will give you
Oops. That maybe wasn't the wisest move on my part. Deal with all the heavy explosives just laying around like that. Maybe one of them dropped. But I think they also drop batteries from time to time. Well, I guess they dropped ammo, which is also good. There's little, you know, reason for having a firefight with them, other than pure unadulterated bloodthirstiness. But I do enjoy a firefight now and then, so in a moment there will be a really easy to miss G-Man sighting, from what I remember. Yeah, right, in this TV over here.
Guess those sirens are for you, huh? Good thing you found us. You're not the first to come through here by...
This is the Freeman. The Combine's reckoning has come.
Yeah, I really like the Vortigans
just a lookout for the
as
Underground
allies.
Railroad.
They're kind of
Station's
cute.
right around the corner. They'll get you started on the right foot. Meanwhile, let my Vortigaunt friend here give you a jolt to get you going. Be careful now. We really can't afford to get noticed. Civil protection catches you down here, it's bad news for the whole railroad.
We serve the same mystery.
And I really like their voice acting as well.
Get out of here.
Sort of mystical, but also kind of majestic. Yeah, but I guess this is a good place to end the first episode. So, see you in the next one. Bye.